Hello, everybody. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello, hello, hello. Sound is good? Okay, great. I just got to get this thing in focus. Just give me a second to get it in focus. I just rolled it out. Okay, great. Time's up. Still trying to get this thing in focus, Hank. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, more than a second. I might have to go outside and push it in a little more if this takes too long. I never know how far focus is off. Because, you know, when you roll it into the garage and you roll it back outside, the draw tube goes, you know, kind of falls far out. So I might have to go push it in. I'm still drawing the focus tube inward. And here's the scope. There, and there's the draw tube right there. Kind of looks like it's bumping up against the tripod leg, but it'll get better as the sun moves across the sky here. That's what I knew that was coming. I said something that sounded like that's what she said. I almost said that myself. I'm doing well. Hello, F. Nice name, F. I want a one-letter name. Hello, Pete. Triton, a member. Max, a member for 17 months. Pete, I had a little bit of a laugh. I saw when you made a nice donation to Quiv, and he says, and he was talking to me, and Pete says, "Hi, Chuck," because you were replying to me when I said hi. You talked about your, and Pete says, "Hi, Chuck." Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go outside. Oh, wait a minute. I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there. Ooh, we got something. Oh, nice. Oof, very nice. Let me focus a little better here. Whoa, that looks cool. Wow. There's flares, I think, all over the sun. I'm not even sure which area I should capture. Yeah, very nice. I got to capture some flats, but let's just browse around here. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got some stuff going above. You see that? Let's go to the other side. We got nice flares there. I thought I saw there's other stuff over here. A little too much exposure here. Hang on here. Let me lower it a little bit. Yeah, Hunter, I would have to agree today. It looks pretty dang good. F, thank you very much. That is very generous. Thank you for donating. Oof, this looks so good. And here's a little bit of, we got a prominence rising above the surface there. If I turn up the exposure, oh, there's not much more than what we already see there. I don't know. I would love to be able to capture some data and get a time lapse. Because you see these flares, you never know when they're going to become bigger and smaller. This looks really nice. I should point it at this area right here, I think. I think this might be the best area right here. Yeah? I don't know. Let me browse around a little bit more. Oh, there's some nice stuff going on down here too. I think that area was the best, though. Let me go back over there. Ooh, that's a nice spot right there. Is that what I was looking at before? Or no, this might... Jeez, what do I capture? This area? I can't fit everything. Oh, wait, what can I fit? Hang on. Auto, wait. Auto. No, I can't fit everything. Where is 50%? No, let's go with 75. Yeah. Wow, if I could just get both. Yeah, it's too hard. That's what she said. Sorry. Okay, I won't no more. That is a funny joke, though. I don't know. Or should I capture this stuff right here on the edge? Is this gonna get bigger? That's what she said. Boy, I can't. It's impossible not to make that joke. All right, I promise I'm not going to say that anymore. I don't know. Should I go for the rim? Or should I just capture the surface? I give up. You think that spot down at the bottom? Go for the rim. You think this, Pete? I mean, Hunter? You think this might look like the... It's a little overexposed right there. Let's tone that down a bit. I'm on a roll. The sun's a little shaky, but the detail is amazing. Do the center. Ugh, this looks very strong here. I think I'm going to do this. I think I like this area. With the filaments going on here, sunspots, and that looks like a... What do you think? Should I capture that? I kind of like this area. I think this might be a good spot. Maybe we'll get some cool action. But first I have to capture flats because I can see my sensor is a bit dirty. So, okay, hang on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the focuser out. And when you take it out of focus, you reveal all the blemishes. I like to capture flats right in the area where I'm capturing because it sounds a little bit different when you move around. But I got to make sure I'm so much out of focus that all this detail is gone. For me, I feel it's always best to capture flats in the area you want to capture. Let me go a little bit more out of focus. You see all the spots on the camera? One more time. Now I'm going to fix it. Okay, so let me see. You go to, let's see, where is it? Capture flat. Okay, let's say capture flat. And I like to move the histogram to the left of the middle here. So I'm going to turn down the exposure right. That's too much. That seems like it's too much, too dark. I want to be able to see those blemishes. Very strange. I'm surprised when I take it down that it gets so dark. I don't like it that dark. I'm going to go right there. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so now I'm going to say start. I'm going to capture 500 frames. And this will clean up those spots right away. See, look at these spots. It's going to be very clean. See that? Very clean. Oops. Okay. All right. Now, we'll see if it worked or not. Now I'm going to do that. Let me get rid of this. Now let's bring it back in focus. It won't be like last time, but I see some flares that look like they were pointing at the Earth. So there may be some northern lights. I haven't read the news about that. Okay, let's try and get back in focus here. I think you jinxed me, Hunter. The sun looked more stable until you said the seeing conditions were good. Now it's very shaky. Yeah, I had to say something. What do you think? Is that a good? Does that look? It looks pretty sharp, actually. No, it was really good, but it's shaky, but it looks very crisp. Does that look like I'm in focus to you guys? Should I mess with it anymore? Yeah, it looks like I'm in focus. I'm gonna mess with it a little more anyway. I gotta do it. I can't help myself. Really, Hunter? I know you mentioned that before. I wonder why. Maybe, Hunter, that you don't have enough zoom. Maybe your focal length. I always see your pictures, and you have a very wide field of view. Maybe if you had a bigger scope, solar scope. I know. I have to tinker, Pete. Uh, do you think again this is the best spot? Let me just look one more time at this other area. And there's that little, I don't think that's doing anything there. See, the Quark has a 4.2 Barlow built into it. Oh, it's rarely in stock. Oh, especially probably after that eclipse. You know what? I think I'm going to capture this. You never know. Maybe something interesting will happen. Is that a good exposure? Wait. I'm concerned that my flats might have been too bright. Maybe I should have moved the histogram over a bit. I wonder. Well, you know what? I'll make do. If I screw it up, I screw it up. It just seemed that they were so dark. I didn't want such dark flats. I thought they might flush out my picture a little bit. There's a nice little flare there. You know what? I'm gonna start capturing this. I'm gonna put this right on the sunspot here. So so when the scope moves around, I know where to go. I'm gonna do that. Now I'm gonna say start capture, and maybe we'll get a nice flare. I'll go 15 seconds. 15 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds in between. And we start. After 5 minutes, if it doesn't look like anything is happening, I'm going to try and find a different area. But those crosshairs just give me, I need to keep it in that general area. So if I go up a little bit, I can tell the scope is drifting down a little bit. I'll just move it up a little. It rained all night. Now we don't have a cloud in the sky. I had a big fertilizer accident right over here. Everything was burned. I've been planting grass seed. Now you can't even notice it. My grass seed came in very nice. I like it. I moved it while it was capturing. Oops. I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll give it 5 minutes. I'm not sure which way the mount is drifting yet. I do like this area and that filament. I bet that filament is going to be very active. And these are very big files, I think, because my frame rate is so high. So what I like to do is offload them. I offload them while they're being created to my backup drive. Why does everything on the sun seem very slow? Probably because it's so big. Yeah, I like to say that, when you're watching the activity on the sun, sometimes it's like watching the hour hand on a clock. That's why I like to do time lapses. You speed it up, and then you can see what's really going on. Very, very, sometimes we do see stuff happening right in front of our eyes, but a lot of times, not really. Like, this flare actually looks like it's dimming out, not getting brighter. That makes me sad. It doesn't it look like it's going away? Well, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, so we'll give it a few more minutes. If it doesn't look like there's anything happening, I don't want to spend an hour on this area. I'll go somewhere else. Look at the seeing conditions. It must be very breezy out there. It's shaking my whole scope. This is bad. Settle down. Doesn't look breezy. I don't even see the trees or anything moving. Oh, I do see a little bit moving there. Jeez, look at how much it's moving around. Settle down. Wait, I'm losing my target here. Close enough. Go again. It's the skunk, right. I do have a skunk problem, but they only come out at night. And sometimes I'm out at night, so that's still a problem. Yeah, I would say this flare is fizzling out. Are there any telescopes that are optical and not digital, but are as high zoom? Well, most telescopes that astrophotographers use are all optical. I know what you mean. You don't like the digital because the quality goes right down the tube. I think it's the cameras themselves. When you get like those what was the P1000 camera where they got the digital zoom, but telescopes are generally optical, not digital. Am I streaming for members tonight? I can't get around. I keep avoiding those galaxies. I almost did a galaxy last night, but I thought, you know what? I wanted to make a short video. And I still have to start preparing for the Starfront Observatory, but I think I will live stream for members tonight, Max, because I think it might be cloudy, so I have to get on that galaxy. I really do want to process the whirlpool. I saw your whirlpool, Pete. That was very nice. I was watching Quiv a lot last night, and the colors for his Pillars of Creation were fantastic. I'm like, how did he do that? That was amazing. How did he get such great colors? I'm always tinkering to get those colors just right, and he nailed it very quickly. Yeah. He did have some utilities that I don't use. Maybe I should look into that. But when it's narrowband, it's a little easier, so I do like playing around with narrowband. Galaxies drive me crazy. And Quiv is another one. He was talking at the beginning of his stream about quitting his job. He's another one that might want to make a living doing astrophotography. More power to him. That's great. The more people that can do it. And it's not easy with this hobby because this is a niche kind of hobby. $10-minute subs. That's amazing. Do I set the knob on the Quark? It might be in the 2 o'clock position. I really don't see that much difference when I play around with the knob until I go all the way around. You know what, guys? I'm a little bit bored with this area. Should we move around? I don't think I like this area. It's really not happening for me. I don't think I want to make a time lapse out of this. Okay. Yeah, there could be better ones. Maybe this filament is moving a little bit, but I've done that many times before. Let me cancel this. I've done it so many times where I captured the filament. I don't need to see that one moving. I'll save that data anyway. Let's look around. Sometimes when I capture flats, it kind of drowns out. You don't see the flares like you did when you. But I captured bright flats. Let's see. Out of curiosity, let's get rid of the flats. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Without the flats, with the flats. It's not perfectly even. That's without the flats. But if I capture a time lapse without flats, you start seeing it gets really bad. You can't really you have to do flats, or you start getting stuff that jumps all over the screen. Hang on here. I want to try something. Let's look on the rim. Let's just see if there's anything on the rim that we can capture. Oh, you see, like right there. Maybe the rim might be better than doing the surface today. Maybe this is growing. Let me just look around the sun a little bit. There's some stuff, but very faint. Very faint. There's some stuff going on there. And that's what we saw earlier. That's really bright. But it's very small. It doesn't look like it's doing much. Oh, this is an interesting area, but not as bright as the other area. Yeah, there's more stuff going on there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, what we got going on here? This looks interesting. Yeah. That looks very interesting. I gotta make sure I'm in focus here. Oops. What do you think? Should we try and capture this area here? Yeah, I like this. Maybe I should raise the exposure just a tad. It looks like I got some room to spare. Just a little bit. Okay, let's I gotta put the, well, the flats are already on, but I've got some crap down here. That's okay, I'll keep it away. Keep it away, keep it away. Let's see, where should I position this? Right about there. And I'll put this, I'll put it on that thing right there. Maybe we'll get lucky and this will something will happen here. Okay. Stop bouncing around, please. Wait. Jesus, what's going on here? See, I got some dust that I can see. I want to keep away from that dust. Wait. Is it too much to go here? I would really drown out that dust if I could do it right here. Is that too much? There's a dust spot I'm trying to hide. I really got to clean my lens. You know what? Let's just get away from that altogether. Maybe right here. Maybe right here. I like this spot right there. I want a clean area. I want a clean area. Get away from that. Get away from that. And I think this is pretty good. Wait. I think that's good. Wait, is this another dust spot? Wait. See, I got too many dust spots. This is bad. I gotta cover up that spot. Because if I do a time lapse, these are going to be bouncing all over the place. Yeah, what scope would I think? You know what? I'm just going to capture it. I should have cleaned my lens a long time ago. I'm going to do it right here. Right there. Let me get rid of this. Go. Starfront is a remote observatory created by Bray Falls in Texas in Bortle 1 area. And I was thinking, Hunter, I would probably send my RASA over there. And I'd still be able to run 2 rigs at home and the RASA in Texas. Now, here's the thing. I was looking at this last night, and it's a good point that Bray on his website says that I would recommend it a homing mount. And my Skywatcher is not a homing mount, the EQ6R Pro. That I always hated that about it. Yeah. You see, if you in EQ mod, if you hit home, it goes to the park position. But the problem is, if the power goes out and your mount is pointing somewhere else, when the power goes back on, the EQ6R Pro thinks that's the new home position. It doesn't have a homing to go right back to the original. That's kind of a problem when it's remote. That means I would have to get a new mount. Right? Right. He was talking about in his list of homing mounts, he listed an AM3, AM5, because Hunter, there's a button that no matter where it's pointing, it will go to the correct home position, right? Even if you lose the power in the middle of the night, it's pointing weird, it does have an automatic home position, right? My CGX has that, but I wouldn't want to send my CGX. That mount's kind of old, a little bit fruity. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe I'll get an AM5. I mean, he's got on-site staff over there, but I don't want to have to contact staff to correct my EQ6R Pro if I lose the power, you know? I was really, it didn't occur to me until I read it on his website about the homing mount. I don't know the payload capacity of the AM3 if that would work with the RASA. It wouldn't support the RASA? Oh. I'm connected with ZWO, so I don't really care about their sales. I just say, hey, gentlemen, I need a new mount. I'm thinking about getting a new mount. Can you help me out? I got connections. The AM5 is safe option, but I would still need to get counterweights, right? Or wouldn't I? Can it support a RASA and guide scope and all that without counterweights? The new AM5N can support 33 pounds. That sounds like it's more than enough. The RASA is 17 by itself, but there isn't much more. There would be a camera. Oh, the bar on top. I'd have to weigh it, I guess. There's an AM5N. Now, see, I wouldn't need a stand because it will go on a pier at Starfront. But I would need a stand if I'm going to test it here. So I would have to buy a stand for no reason just to be able to test everything out at home, right? Oh, the AM5N comes with a tripod. Okay. I didn't know about this AM5N. I'm going to look into that. Do you know the price for that off the top of your head, Hunter? 2K without the tripod. So I still end up getting the tripod. I'm still paying for the tripod either way. That I'm only going to use a couple of times. Yeah. Well, that's still not a bad price. If ZWO would take care of me a little bit, that would be nice. If you're just joining us, here's what the sun actually looks like. I'm capturing the surface right now, even though it doesn't look like I'm capturing the surface. So when I do my time lapse, I'm going to have it all. But I'm just turning up the brightness here so we can see all that cool stuff going on above the surface. Just tweaks, okay. And Hunter, if I get this, I'm not going to be using ASI Air. This AM5N was going to work without any mention of ASI Air, no problem. It's ASCOM compatible. I can just use it PhD2. There's no requirement for the ASI Air, right? Okay, good. You know, when I go to this, I already told Bray I'm in. I want to do this, but it's going to be like you guys are going to have it too at Starfront because I share my data for members. So you guys are going to have my data. Yeah, what would happen if they were pointing at us? You know, I should put on my hearing aids. I do have to wear hearing aids. I can hear myself better if I actually wear hearing aids. I'm getting old. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I hear myself much better. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, now I can hear myself breathing. Yeah, lots of dark nebula to go after. That's what I want to be able to do. I want to actually be able to capture a cool picture of the Iris Nebula, which I've never been able to do. Not in my terrible light polluted skies. It seems like my guiding, well, I'm not guiding, but my tracking is actually pretty good. I'm making very few corrections. Just get a UVIR cut filter. Do I really need a... I was wondering about that. For a Bortle 1... Bortle 1, I still need filters. See, I have no idea about this. It's like brand new to me. Uh, 100% UVI IRUV cut with meg stars and not bloated IR. Okay. Okay. So not the L quad, just UVI. Okay, I'm going to look into this. Gotcha. Good info. Do you know can you recommend a brand, Hunter? You're like my L quad wouldn't do the trick, right? That's too much. Well, I thought I would do an L Extreme on those days that I want to do narrowband. So if I send my color camera, they could keep an L Extreme filter on the side, and then I could request support to put in that filter when I need it, right? You have the Optolong UVIR cut is just fine. Okay. Because they do have online support. I mean, they do have on-site support. A small filter wheel, would one fit on the 8-inch? I was thinking that I don't know if that would fit on the 8-inch. Would it? I thought you need at least 11-inch rasa for a small filter wheel. See, with the Rasa is a whole different game because the camera's on the front of the scope. So I don't know about a filter wheel. Yeah, a 5-slot filter wheel on a 4-inch refractor. The Rasa is a whole different game. Yeah. Yeah, they do actually have filter wheel for the bigger Rasa, but I don't think that they have anything for the 8-inch. It's just not going to work. But like I say, they do have on-site support for those rare occasions where I might want to change my filter. Can you imagine that? A Bortle 1. I'm not messing with my focus right now. I still think the focus looks pretty good. The problem is I don't see any big changes going on right now. Do you guys notice, is there anything different if you backed up in the stream a little bit? Or should I just make this for a day of browsing? Browsing around the sun. Has anybody noticed any changes in this area? Slightly. Yeah. Why the Rasa? Hey, thank you for that donation, F. I appreciate that. Okay, man, thanks. I do appreciate that. That's a good point. That's a good point, Phil. My ES 127. Can I trust my moonlight focuser? It's getting kind of old. Sometimes it gets stuck on that scope. Yeah. See, this is I told Bray Falls, Bray, I'm very slow moving when it comes to change. He said, don't worry, Chuck. We're expanding. We're always going to have a spot for you. So I got time to think about this. See, these decisions, you know? Does the focus still look good here? Uh-oh. Clouds. Clouds. What? Well, there's only a few there, but there might be a few. Oh, crap. Yeah, the red cat, but you know what? I would capture so much of the sky at one time that I would be done with the entire sky in a year. I'd finish the universe in 1 year. And it wouldn't be very good for galaxies. Yeah, it's shaky. Should we stack one of these and see what happens? Yeah. Look at that. The seeing conditions are really getting bad right now. Look at the rim. This is bad. I hope it settles down. Oh, it's because of clouds. That's what's going on. Clouds are messing me up. Okay, I just hopefully it'll get past that. Let's stack one. Let's just see. Yeah, I think the clouds are going to ruin the day for me, even though it doesn't seem that bad. Let's see if it's getting worse. No, the sky looks actually good. Maybe it's just a icy crap over here, but otherwise, yeah, I think we're all right. We're going through a rough patch right now. I can't wait to process one of these. Let's see how good it actually looks. It's still stacking. I think focus is still hanging in there pretty good. When the sun settles down, it looks much better. Now it's getting shaky again. Oh, come on. Jesus, analyze takes a long time. These are big files, though. 1,500 frames. And I'm capturing at 100 frames. 100 frames per second. That's pretty fast. Cloud's not up that high. Hey, JR, you just got here. We are capturing some cool solar action on the rim of the sun. I made it overly bright, but you can still see I'm capturing the surface as well. But I just changed the histogram so we can see what's going on there on the rim. So hopefully I'm going to be able to make a nice time lapse out of this. Stack. How many should I keep? How many? I'll keep 10%. The heat index is 115. I have not been riding my bike. I went for a 3 mile walk yesterday. I took my mom and my sister to the casino, and while they play, I walk inside the air conditioned building and got in 3 miles. My brother walks outside. I'm like, Andy rides his bike yesterday. I'm like, man, you crazy. Okay, we're going to process one of these in a second here. Smoke. Do you think that smaller one are the smaller ones here? These are still bigger than the Earth, even right here. Well, you know how I estimate the size. You see this plasma that like right on the rim here, from here to here. You see that little gray, that area right there. That is about half the diameter of the Earth. That's how I always figure out the size of the Earth. That is a little bit bigger than half the diameter of the Earth. So I moved it while I was in the middle of imaging rats. That one's going to be screwed up. Yep. Yeah. So that the Earth would be from here to about there. It's approximate. Approximate. Yeah, that's crazy. Hello, Andre. Okay, let me. Okay, the stack finished. So let's IMPPG. Okay. Let's try and process one. Let me go back here. File open. Where is C drive? Okay. All right, we're going to see how good this picture actually is. I want to keep checking to make sure I'm good here. Hang on. Okay. Let's play around with the histogram a bit. Yeah, we'll do that. See, so we got that going. Got some surface features going there. Bring that. Oh, no. Right, like that. But let's see. I want to get a little bit more of the rim here. Let me double check here. I want to make sure I'm still lined up for. Okay. All right. Let's try and sharpen that a little bit. So how is that looking? Pretty good. Might have to crop a little bit. This is what I'm really concerned about, and it's so thick. Hello, Astro Duck. It's a little bit bright on that, on the right. Let me start over. Yeah, starting over. Wait. Something like that. Oh, wait. Should we add some color to this? Should we add color? Should I go a little sharper? Color it. All right, let's save that. I'll say save it. Yeah, save it. I'll call it Chuck. Come on, stupid. All right. Yeah. Where am I? All right. Hello, doggy. Too bad we can't see the back. Is the sun going to be in? I don't know. I thought it goes in 11-year cycles, no? But what do I know? Let me see here. Wait. Let's go to Pixin site. The peak is next year? I really need a faster computer. This is the i7, but it really runs like a dog. My most powerful computer is down here, the one I'm using for live streaming. I think I need an i9 computer. Come on, frickin' Pixin site, do something. I'm losing my patience here. And a time lapse, that might, maybe there's some cool stuff going on, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think there much has changed with this at all. We've been on this for a while. Let's crop a little bit like that. We'll go up a little bit. What is the coolest, best solar activity you have seen? Oh man, I've seen a lot of good stuff. I've captured a lot of good stuff. The funny thing is, one of the very first time lapses I ever captured became a NASA APOD, and it pales in comparison to what's happening now. But I captured solar activity at a time when the sun was in a solar minimum. And so it was so unusual to see activity, it became a NASA APOD, Astronomy Picture of the Day. But it really pales in comparison to what people captured when the sun is at a maximum. Let's I kind of like those prominences to be near the top. What if we wrote, yeah, I kind of like that. Like that. That's kind of cool. And what if we just sharpen it a tiny bit? That's too much. I keep checking over here to make sure I'm still on target. I know, Hunter, you got some nice solar scripts going on. Or that I know you have that utility. Where am I here? Image. This is just a really rough way of processing, but let's see. How does that look? Pretty cool. Right. Now, will this be a good time lapse? I don't know. We'll have to see. Are those solar flares? They're not solar flares. These are usually the result of solar flares. Solar flares open and sometimes they shoot plasma into the sky. Now, this is actually plasma rising above the surface. And I was mentioning before, I would say the Earth, you see this little bar that goes across the plasma right from here to here? I would say the Earth is probably from here would be about like that size. Maybe a smaller. Oops. Get rid of that. So I would estimate this is probably maybe 4 Earths high. This part right there, 4 Earths. Maybe a little more, 4.5. I'm still offloading it to my backup drive because these are big files. Hello, Rocket City. We are like atoms. Yeah, pretty much. Our sun is like an atom compared to other objects in the universe. And we're like atoms compared to the sun. Yeah, I am capturing, this is the area, if I turn on the surface, that's what we're looking at, but I didn't see a lot of activity, even though there's some cool stuff on the surface. I decided to go after these prominences. But I don't see that the prominences are that active. So I'm a little worried that when I create a time lapse, I'm not going to see a whole lot of activity. Sometimes the prominences are very busy, but does anybody know if you back up in the stream, have these changed much since? I think Hunter or someone else said not much. Yeah, there's a few sunspots. They haven't changed. Oh, no. Oh, this is all in vain. But here, we processed one. How does that look? That was a very quick process. I didn't do much. That was like 2 minutes of work. Hello, OG. If I rotate it back to its original position, there's what it looks like. So that's what we're looking at there. That's just a still shot. So we'll see when I create a time lapse. I'm very curious. It might be fun. Maybe we'll get something good. I haven't adjusted the focus in a while. I think I'm still in focus. I don't want to mess with it. AZ Forerunner, how are you? Very crisp. Yeah, I think I'm gonna not aggravate it. Sometimes I start messing with the focus and I can never get it back to where it was. Anything heading in our direction. It looked like there were some, well, there's flares like all over the place on the sun, so something might be coming towards us. Shaking again, but it was much worse before. So the seeing conditions have vastly improved. You should have seen how bad it was earlier. We got prominences here, 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 and here. And from my point of view, because I haven't backed up, I don't see that much has really changed. That makes me very sad. I want to see some crazy, crazy action. Only 107. Wow. Well, that's insane. That's insane. Alexa, what's the temperature?
In Redford Charter Township, it's 88 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can look for some sun and thunderstorms, with a high of 90 degrees and a low of 69 degrees.
90 degrees here.
Here is your traffic update. Around your location, traffic looks sluggish. There are no incidents reported.
$93 for you. Average. Oops, too high. U.S. National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Detroit. Until what? Until 3:45 a.m. That was 12 hours ago. You're kind of late there. It warns me, this piece of crap is worthless. Yeah, you're right. You're talking about this thing. What would it really do for me? Why do I not have confidence that this will make any kind of difference? What do they call it? Atmospheric dispersion something? Would it make a difference at all? Would it settle down the atmosphere for me? I don't have any confidence in this thing. What would it do? It's made by ZWO. I bought it years ago and I never used it. Dispersion correction. Atmospheric homogenizer. So it homogenizes the atmosphere. What does that mean? It's supposed to settle down the atmosphere from shaking. Do I put it right in front of the camera? Attach it right in front of the camera? And it's not something that's threaded either. I think it uses thumb screws. Monsoon season. No, clouds! Clouds, you go away! You go away now, you hear? Hey, listen to me. Oh, no, no, no. Hopefully that's just a one-off thing. I see clouds coming, but I have captured a lot of data on this. Maybe I've got enough. I mean, how much more is this thing going to do? If you're just joining us, we processed this image here. We processed one of these, and we came up with that. Not bad. That was just a quick process, but it looks pretty cool. So maybe when I create my time lapse, we're going to see a little something here. Maybe a little something happening. I fear not, but maybe we'll get lucky because it looks very close to the same. Let me see. This. Does that look the same? Oh, wait. Let me fix the. Oh, now the sun is shaking again because of those clouds. Does it look like? Oh, it's very shaky. What would my tips be to protect telescopes during high... the stupid icon is in the way. Oh, okay. High heat and humidity. I don't know because I leave my telescopes out in the high heat and humidity. I never see a problem. I leave them in the garage in sub-freezing weather. I never see a problem. So the only problem I ever have is if I get caught in the rain. So I got to be careful there. But otherwise, does anybody else have an opinion on this? Yeah, if you're imaging, I have dew heaters, of course. Yeah, you see, if the scopes are kept in the same conditions as outside, you see, I have no electricity in my garage, so there ain't much difference between being sitting in the garage and going outside. So I never see I don't see issues going on with my scopes because they're never in a heated area, in a temperature controlled area. Let me look outside again. The clouds aren't that bad, actually. They're just very few partly cloudy skies. Very few clouds. Hello, Layla. Yeah, yep. Very cool looking rig. Thanks, doggy. And this is the big white scope, and there's my solar filter, and there's my camera right there. And this right here is another solar scope if I want to capture a wider field view of the sun. And that's the autofocus on it. So I got two solar rigs, but only the big one is imaging right now. I should get two scopes going at the same time. That would be interesting. I haven't changed the focus in a while. And this focus actually still looks pretty good. Oh no. But the clouds don't look good. So this is the processed image we did earlier of this area. So this area looks vastly different than what I processed. We'll see. I wonder where Brody is. He never misses my live streams. I wonder what he's doing. I don't see Stan either. My regulars are not here today. Right, Brody is usually asking for free stuff. Because I've raffled off some of my old equipment that I never use. Pete is still here. Pete, you said you were processing something. Are you processing right now? Were you processing some of my data? Hunter was here earlier. More clouds. No, 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 no. So I'm going to have some bad data, but I'll just have to weed through it. You just posted in Discord. It's the Orion Horsehead. Oh. Did we do that in narrowband? I don't remember. Was that my data, Pete? Let's go see what Pete did. Hang on. Wait. I want to go see it. Oh, good. I love seeing my data processed. We'll look at these again later when I'm doing processing tonight. But Racer. Nice. That is the Pillars of Creation. Well done. Pete. M13. Ooh, that's nice. What else is up here? Hang on, let me double check my... I always want to make sure I'm still tracking okay. Oof. That is nice. Wow. Was the data very clean? That looks fantastic. M13. That's the cluster in Hercules, right? Wow. The Horsehead and the Orion Nebula. Nice. Wow, that's fantastic detail. Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. Almost 3D looking. Let me go back here. Wait. The core is amazing. Hang on here. That's absolutely fantastic. This area is brilliant. And the Horsehead. Sweet. Nice flame. That star is not easy to work with. This is the star that everybody hates because it blows out the pictures. But it was manageable with this data. Okay. Nice job, Pete. I know when I processed mine, my Orion came out a little bit too bright. But you did a very good job there. I don't know, guys. How long have I been on this? Have I been on this target an hour now? Is anything happening? Should I call it quits? Have I got enough data? Don't know when I started. Hey, let's see. When did I start this? You think the blob has receded? Here's what I processed earlier. This looks like it's gotten taller to me. This looks like it's taller. This has changed. Never enough data. Right. This is true. Perfect circle at the end. I haven't changed my focus at all because I think I'm still in focus. I got to offload my data again. Or my hard drive will fill up. I offload it to a secondary drive. I'll have a time lapse finished probably later today. I'll stack it on my fast computer and process it there. I would love to see if the inside of this core is twirling around or doing something. Am I going to do processing tonight? I would love to process something easy. Maybe I should process the solar stuff tonight. I'll stack it beforehand. What you think? Or I should do a galaxy. Alexa, is it going to be cloudy tonight?
Overnight, you can look for partly cloudy skies, with temperatures around 69 degrees.
M81? Stop stalling. No. I was supposed to do it yesterday. But then I started watching Quiv processing his nebula, and I think, geez, that data looks good, and then I'm going to go try and process my light-polluted galaxy. I just lost confidence. His pillars of creation look so good, so I decided last night to work on a shorts video. My narrowband data looks good. I just have processed all of it. I don't have anything else. All I've got left is the galaxies, which I shy away from. I would love to capture the pillars of creation this year. I don't think I've done that in a while. What's the point of capturing if I'm not going to process? I know. There's going to get to a point where I have no choice. And all the data I have left is galaxies. So I got to process it. In fact, I've already stacked the Whirlpool galaxy. It's all I got to do is just finish it. It just makes me nervous. But I got to remind people, I've been in magazines. I've been on NASA's website for Image of the Day. I have Image of the Day on Astrobin. I have succeeded. It's just sometimes light pollution is just a pain in the butt to deal with. That reminds me, I created that short video. Let me see how it's doing. Oh, okay. It's getting 206 views in the past hour. It's not setting the world on fire, the video I created yesterday. You know why? There's too much competition now with shorts. When I first started, I was one of the early ones, and so I was getting millions and millions of views. I knew that would... I was doing short videos when it was still, YouTube was only doing a beta in India. So I started back then, and boy, I was doing great. But when they opened it up to everybody, it's like, oh, okay. Now it's open in the United States. I didn't think India would like my videos. They don't speak English, right? But they were watching them. 70-ish views after a month. You never know what's going to take off, Pete. And the average person viewed the short video that I created 119%. Which means they watched the entire thing and started over on it. That used to mean I would get millions of views. Now it means I get thousands of views. It just doesn't work anymore. You want to get into astrophotography, not for views, but to reconnect. Well, yeah, the views thing is... The YouTube stuff is secondary, but it's just fun because you like your work to be seen by lots of people. You know, it's kind of fun when a lot of people can see what you do, but I didn't start astrophotography for that. I started astrophotography because I was tired of readjusting my mount. Every time I wanted to look at Jupiter, it would leave the field of view, and so I started getting a motorized mount. Then I wanted to take a picture of Jupiter. And, you know, it just started like that. One thing led to another. What would I recommend for a beginner? I would recommend anything that is motorized, because once you point at a, I would recommend something that you can really take a good look at the planets with and the craters on the moon and have a motor, because those are the most exciting things to see. If it's just visual. But for astrophotography, oh, that's a whole nother matter. If you want to start taking pictures. And there, you know, there's so many factors in this, you know, and people, you know, money is a factor, and a lot of people start out with just a camera and a star tracker without even a telescope. So there's a lot of YouTubes on videos for beginners that you might want to look up, and they really point you in the right direction. See, I don't have a lot of good videos for beginners. I went from I started more advanced with an expensive telescope. I think my first motorized telescope was like $1,200. The Nexstar Eta C. I'm way off target here. I went way too high. That might throw off my alignment. I'm going to cancel the last couple here. Wait. You know, it looks really good. That's why I haven't quit yet. It looks sharp. Seeing conditions are very good right now. I just wish the prominences were more active. It's 2 o'clock. And this is the hard part too, because you know it's the sun is shining and I'm sitting here in my basement in front of my computer. I should be like outside enjoying the weather. Yeah, Celestron's not going out of business, not that I know of. Meade and Orion. But somebody said, I think Quiv even last night said that you can still place orders with Meade. And if they're going out of business, I would be very careful about that. What do you think, guys? Should I wrap it up? Have I got enough data? Or should I keep going? Meade has been in a downward spiral for years. Oh, yeah, they have been. Dylan put up a video. Yeah, I know. That was a good video. I didn't watch all of it, but he covered it pretty good from what I did see. From Italy. Hello, Italy. There's some clouds, but they don't look like they're coming in my path. So I'm still good. Where's the sun go? Stop, 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 stop. Where'd it go? Uh-oh, I must be hit by clouds. I thought my telescope went crazy for a second. I was panicking. The sun disappeared. I thought my telescope went way. Sometimes my telescope will just drift away. It was just a cloud. Start it up again. Dragons. I think it happened when I was looking at a different screen. That's why I was like gone into a panic. But the telescope looks like it's not going anywhere, so that's good. I'm surprised at how well my focus has held up. And seeing conditions really do look terrific. I mean, the sun is not shaking at all right now. When the rim is very wobbly, it looks like you're seeing it through a puddle. That's when you know it's bad. But right now, wow. This is about as steady as it gets for seeing conditions. Now watch it get wobbly because I said that. What are all those vines? Oh, in my backyard? My neighbors absolutely hate it. They want to kill us. It grows up on the garage. These are grape leaves. We eat them, Middle Eastern food. We pick the leaves and stuff them with, rice and meat. But my neighbors, man, they're very kind. They don't say anything, but they hate it. I mean, what? They would rather look at a rusty old fence instead? And I don't complain, and I don't complain about these trees. These trees are too freaking tall. They get in my way for astrophotography. So they want to put in these sky-high trees. I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing. You're Middle Eastern, Layla? I was born in Detroit, but my roots are Middle Eastern. My dad was born in Jerusalem. It is a privacy barrier, and right here, these vines are taller than I am. The neighbors on the left, they asked me, do you mind if we sort of clear the fence of all these grape leaves? All these vines? I said, sure, no problem. But every time they do, the vine comes in stronger the next year. The only way to get rid of them is if they dig up the roots. They never learn. When you trim those vines, it comes in stronger. I trim them intentionally so they come in stronger. They come in stronger and fresher the next year. And by them trying to get rid of them, they're just helping us. We're evil. Your dad is from Egypt, but grew up in Iraq until the 90s. Cool. My dad came to this country in 1948. They put him in an armored truck. His parents put him in an armored truck when he was 15. They took him they drove him to Beirut in an armored truck, put him on a boat, and he came here. Because that's when the war was happening. They say they're not going to lose their only son. He's only 15, so they put him in an armored truck. You're going to the United States. And what's interesting is we found the ship log from 1948, 1950 when he made multiple trips back and forth of all the passenger lists. It's online. You can see that stuff. So it's really interesting. And the names are spelled differently until you finally become a citizen. You can kind of do what you want with your name. Everyone seems to spell their name a little differently when they come to this country. AYUB, AYOUB, AYOOB. My cousins, but they all spelled it differently. War never solves anything. That is true. You know, my dad passed away a couple years ago, and there was still land in the Middle East that he owned, and now I am inherited land. Me and my brother, my sisters, my mom, we all are part owners of land in the Middle East. Your middle name is Mohammed. Really? My middle name is Peter. People like that. My first name is Charles. My mom went with American names, but I have cousins that went with Arabic names. But my mom, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. So, Charles Peter. You knew a Peter from Pakistan. Excellent name. Hello, Bill. I've been on this spot for probably 90 minutes. Bill, if you're just joining us, we did process one of these pictures, and that's what it looks like. I know it was a quick process. I'll do it much better when I create the time lapse. But I don't see a whole lot has changed. That's the problem. I think I'm going through all this work, capturing it. I'm going to process it, and then I'm going to see, you know what? Nothing changed. Yeah, it's incredible as a still image. I hope it looks incredible when I create the time lapse. Something tells me that nothing is going to change much. But I think seeing conditions are actually pretty good. That's why I haven't quit yet. I might have lost focus a little bit. Let me change it. I'm asking for trouble. I know. Yeah. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. You see, I'm screwing it up already. Oh, here come clouds too. Eh. All right. I'll see you later. Yeah, I don't blame you. This is kind of boring. I don't blame. Now the clouds are coming. The ignorant astronomer. How are you connected to your scope? I have a 20 meter, I got my setup outside right here, and I have a 20 meter repeater line, a long USB 3.0 cable that goes through my milk chute, across the stairs, into my desktop computer upstairs. And I'm remotely connected into my remote desktop upstairs from the basement. So my 20 meter repeater lines look pretty good. I mean, work pretty good. I never drop out. Nope. Nope. I used to use Wi-Fi to connect to my outside scopes, but I find a direct connection USB 3.0 with that repeater works much, much better. And the data downloads so fast. Here's my other view. There's where the scope is right there. And there's where the surveillance camera was pointing. You can't even see where I burned the grass with the fertilizer. I did a good job of planting new grass seed, and it came in nice and full. More clouds. More clouds. Excuse me. Let me cancel this until the clouds go away. If they don't go away, this will be a good time to quit. We'll see. They went away. Start it up again. Hunter. Oh boy, how many people are you going to have at your space camp? How many people do you do you speak to? I forgot. I saw a picture. It was really cool. You know, I've had requests to come to schools before and speak in front of, a classroom, and I'm like, no, 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 no. That makes me nervous. I don't like to do that. 40. Wow, nice. But I have a great personality. I don't know. My problem is I would be full of knowledge, but I would then go blank. I would go blank. Yeah. If it's a question and answer with the kids, I could handle that. But if I have to just start speaking on my own, I don't like that. I'm not imaging. I put it on pause here. Let me see if I can. Am I in the shade? Let me look at my other. I don't see any shade going on. Oh, wait a minute. I see nothing but shade. There's no sun right now. I don't even see shadows hardly. The sun is gone. The sun is gone, man. Yeah, there's no shadows. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sure the cloud's going to go away, but this is probably going to be a very big interruption in my time lapse, so it's probably a good time for me to quit. The excitement and the interest they show. Oh, yeah, of course. They're damn smart. These kids would probably ask me questions that I can't even answer. Oh, it looks like the sun came back. But I think I've done enough, guys. Oh, there's a little bit of drifting. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I'm going to keep getting hit with clouds. At least I am right now, and I've already had a big delay in this time lapse. There it goes again. Thanks, guys. I'll probably be online for members tonight, and maybe to process the sun or a galaxy. I don't know. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for hanging out with me.